So it's been a month since Mario Kart 8 came out, and I have decided to do a review on it. So let's get this started. The gameplay is really smooth, with 60 frames per second really enhancing the experience, although this isn't actually new, as I believe Mario Kart 7 did the same. The physics feel a lot more realistic than ever, like when you're on dirt and grass, your kart slides out more, and the two returning mechanics being gliding, underwater, and the new mechanic being anti-gravity or zero gravity really feel great. Gliding feels a lot stiffer than Mario Kart 7, however, and it's really much harder to get glider cuts out of things, but it does make it more fair for the game. Speaking of unintentional cuts, it seems like Mario Kart 8 has fixed Lakitu to prevent you from taking any unintentional cuts at all. The underwater feels a lot more defined as a different experience than the actual racing, as your kart does slide more out in those, and it does, like when you jump into the water, you do feel the fact that you are falling in water instead of just falling really quickly on land. And anti-gravity really feels like a different experience as well, as you do get to do spin drifts off of people by colliding with them in anti-gravity, and you both do a spin around and both get a boost. Also, your kart does slide out a little bit more after you're finished with the boost in anti-gravity, which does give it a more different feel to the actual racing. The characters of a Mario Kart game aren't a huge element to the Mario Kart experience, but they do enhance the gameplay a lot. I do feel that besides the usual 12, the Koopalings, and Shy Guy, the character roster lacks any sort of like wow factor. I mean, really, 5 babies and 2 metal characters? I mean, Nintendo, you've got to really step up your game with your characters. I mean, Mario Kart 7 wasn't that good with characters either, with Metal Mario and the Honey Queen. I mean, I wish they could have brought back P.D. Piranha or King Boo Bowser Jr., and they could have brought in someone like Kamek or Hammer Bro, or someone from 3D World like Motley Boss Blob or Histocrat, or maybe even the Sprixie Princess, one of them at least, more likely the green one, instead of the 3 baby princesses being Baby Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina, Metal Mario, and Barf Gold, Pink Gold Peach. The nitro tracks of this game are phenomenal to say the least, with a few gems to stand above the pack, like Cloud Top Cruise in my opinion, Twisted Mansion, which does have bias for me because I love ghost houses, and Dolphin Shoals, and a few who just fell behind the pack, like Water Park and Mario Circuit, which are good, mind you, but all the other nitro tracks just feel better and more time was put into them in my opinion. The retro tracks have been reimagined except of just redone, like they were in Mario Kart Wii and somewhat in Mario Kart 7, besides being added with more gliding panels and stuff. DK Jungle and Music Park, however, feel very much identical to what they were in Mario Kart 7, save for the upgrade and visuals, which is a little depressing for me when pretty much all the other retros just have so much done to them that they hardly feel recognizable from what they used to be. Dry Desert also had its tweezers removed from the Oasis from Paper Mario, basically trading out between 2 things that were from Paper Mario 64, which I actually really like the change to the desert because it does give it a different feel to it. The music in Mario Kart 8 has a lot of live performances, which is a first for the Mario Kart series. That made for music that just sounds fantastic, as you can hear from the first 2 laps of Dolphin Shoals. Pure awesomeness. The music is something that makes already great tracks feel even better by enhancing them, and never feels out of place to what track it is on. Although Bowser has really become a metalhead as of late, especially with the newest Mario Kart, with Mario Kart 8 and 3D World having more rock themes. The items in this game are the standard fare we came to love, although missing the fake item box but it does have some new ones as well, being the piranha plant, the boomerang flower, and the super horn. The piranha plant basically chomps everything in its path, often biting into players, which does get annoying when you're on the receiving end and you hit the person that has the piranha plant with a shell, because usually it'll end up with you getting bit by the piranha plant and them just going right on with their happy way. The boomerang flower lets you throw 3 boomerangs, where you have to wait for the first one to come back to be able to use the second one. And you can also just throw it before you hit an item box to just get an all new item together. And also you can also throw it whenever you have lightning, or whenever you see lightning, and you get to keep your boomerang even though lightning hit. Although I do find it's kind of annoying whenever you try to throw it and it goes into a turn instead of hitting the guy that's right in front of you. Alright, so the super horn is actually the ultimate defensive item in the game, basically blocking anything within a small radius. The big thing is, though, the super horn can also block blue shells, making it the best item for first place to get. The problem is, though, the items and their distribution, being both distance and place based, but more over on the distance based, is so messed up to where there have been second placed stars, third place crazy 8s, third and second place lightnings, and even triple reds and greens in second place, which just ruins anyone's day, especially when that person has been front running until the final quarter of the final lap, where they get pelted by red shells and then get hit by greens and then by stars and then by piranha plant passing by, to where they finally just end up getting 10th or 12th place and just losing the race out. Mario Kart 8 is a game that has excellent gameplay, tracks, some excellent characters although lacking variety, but is dragged down by the terrible item system that has been implemented in this game. Without a fix to the items, I'm going to give this game a 5.5 out of 10, but if they do fix the item problem and make it fair for all, I will give it a 9.25 out of 10 and a must-buy for a Wii U. I mean, if they do fix the items, the only problem I'd have with it is the fact that the character roster lacks variety, which isn't really a big deal when you think about it. So, and a couple of tracks being messed up. But thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hope to catch you out in the race course with me.